having that communication and seeing the priorities in your relationship is always the queen mentality, the lover mentality, and the mother mentality. Mothering your husband or mothering your wife or trying to fix everything stops the growth, stops them from really owning their mistakes and really having the permission to pursue greatness. Welcome to the God, Money, and Sex podcast. My name is Raul Villacis, and I'm here with the one, the only, the beautiful
Vivian Villacis.
So welcome to another episode of our podcast today. What's the topic, woman? What's the topic?
You always change the topic on me at the end, but it's something about business. I always want to talk about woman energy.
You always want to talk about love. I always want to talk about money. You want to talk about sex? You want to talk about money?
Yes, because that's important. It's so funny because you are vibrating at different frequency, right? So when you start to get connected to the sex, the God, money, and sex, that's all I hear everywhere I go. The other day I was doing my nails and I look up and they're doing this talk show. The Talk is called. And they're talking about God, money, and sex. I'm like, oh my God, that's us. Like, we should be there talking.
We should trademark that. We gotta send them a notice of cease and desist. You can't use God, money, and sex without.
No, but they were talking about like those 3 different topics, and I'm like, yes, because it's so important to have all those things just fully present in our life. And I think it is fully present. It's just like sometimes we're not conscious that they're even like all connected and all surrounded.
Because there's no money, sometimes we can't think about sex. When we have sex, we can think about money, and God is the purpose and everything that's going on. So we got to make sure that we are integrating every single area of our lives. So today's topic, what we talked about is, do you want to have a lover or do you want to have a business partner? And it's kind of like a little story of how we started together in business. And right now we're coaching multiple different businessmen, and some of them, they have their wives working with them. And I know that you're coaching some women right now and they are in business with their partner.
Yes.
So we're going to give you a little bit of a framework of what we've done in our lives and what we are coaching our clients to do in their lives, because it's a big topic. It's a big thing. A lot of marriages that are in business together, they actually end up in divorce because they can't handle that.
It's really difficult. It's really difficult. I remember just a couple of years back when we were in the real estate business, we were in it together, and having to work with you. Oh my God, just thinking about it, like it brings so much pain right now, even to my neck.
Are you giving me a bad rap as a boss? Come on.
No. It was just stressful because I feel like, when you're in business, sometimes, I mean, not in business, when you have a regular job, you clock in and you clock out. And you don't have to ever deal with that person, when you go back home. But then when we were in business together, it's like, okay, I had to be with you, the whole day. And then even though I didn't want to talk about it, or I didn't want to be in the energy of the business, we still went home and we had to deal with some of the stuff that was not resolved.
But tell the truth. You thought you had better privileges because you were sleeping with the boss.
The only privilege was that I got paid a little bit more and I had some more sexual desires that I got able to fulfill.
You had more benefits to sleeping with the boss. All right. So if you're watching this for the first time, just make sure that you subscribe to the podcast. If you're watching us from Facebook Live, if you comment, let us know where are you watching us from. We'd love to interact with the audience. And let's get to it. So you and I, we started a real estate company when we were in our 20s, right?
Yes.
You were employee number 1.
Yes.
Employee number 1. And it lasted for about, I think, a couple of years.
Yeah.
A couple of years. So as somebody who kind of got thrown into the business, what was your, we just got recently married. We started a company together. So as you were saying, it was stressful. What was it stressful?
It was stressful, one, because I had to wear many hats, and it was like, I always wanted to pick up and to do all the things that other people wouldn't do, or I just thought that it was my job to fulfill that job. I put it on myself. I don't think it was even you putting it, it was putting it myself. And I think, like I said, it was stressful just because mostly we didn't have that difference between okay, this is our business and this is our love life and this is our free time. There was none of that. There was no.
Because at the beginning, everything is business. We were just recently married. We're trying to.
It doesn't have to be that way.
At that moment in my life, I was looking to provide. I was looking to build a business, and the main focus was build. I think as a stage of an entrepreneur at the beginning, it's kind of like a baby. Businesses are like a baby, and it takes two people to nurture that baby.
But I also think like the same thing that you're doing now, like you started your business, right? And it's like, it's your baby. It was your baby because it's already like born. But you knew how to have like that difference between like, okay, you are my employee, and you're my lover, and you're my wife, and you're my friend. So like now I think you're more conscious of like, I don't want to take all of that with me. But before,
so let's go back to at the beginning, because I want the audience to understand that that if you're starting a business with your wife or with your husband, you have to face that challenge. You have to face the fact that at the beginning, you're going to have to wear many hats.
Yes.
At the beginning, you're going to be employee number one, because the reality is I couldn't afford anybody else.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that you were employee number one, like that gave me leverage, because it allowed me to do what I need to do. So I think that a lot of, everything is in stages, right?
Yes.
So the fact that you were there at the beginning of my business and you were employee number one.
And I was happy doing whatever I had to do.
And then as we grew and the revenue grew, I think that's where we make mistakes, because I could have said, okay, babe, you continue to run, you run a department or you run this.
Yeah.
But I think once realize, okay, shit, that you were there at the beginning. I appreciate the fact that you help, but now the organization needs to grow, and I need to grow as a leader, and we need to make better choices.
And I think that was like a major point for you, is like what you decided is like we could, the two of us could no longer just run this. It was like you had to allocate somebody else to help you out, to help the company grow to like something better.
And that's what I tell my clients. If you could afford to pay somebody to do your wife's job, do it. Do it. Because there's like, here's the thing. I choose to be your lover rather than your boss. Yes. So I choose to be your lover rather than your boss. And if you put me in a situation that I have to choose between one or two, I will always choose to be your lover.
If you had the chance. Yes, of course.
So I think a lot of people get stuck in the marriage business because they're too cheap to hire somebody that's going to do the job, whether it's a husband or a wife.
Or maybe not even too cheap, but it takes a lot of energy. Like I know when you had to look for someone, like it was like someone that you want to qualify to do all the things that you were expecting them to do. It takes a lot of time from you to go find that person. That's
the business. I mean, if you don't have a family, I mean, I come from a family business. I have my brother, my cousins. Like I put everybody on in the business at the beginning. But as we grew, I realized that, family businesses, they're good because they have a good foundation, like we're together. But if you want to go to the next level, you have to create a structure. You have to create those systems. And the first decision that I made is I choose to be your lover, not your boss. So we had the conversation. I was like, okay, what's going to happen? Like I need to put somebody that's going to run this department. Mm-hmm. And you and I had a conversation that you were not happy. You don't even wanted to be in the business. You were doing it out of helping me.
Yeah, the duty to help you out. And I think that's like one of the things, just going back and thinking like on the girls that I'm coaching, it's like, oh, you take back all the problems that are happening in the office, and how we were saying, like, they want to know, as a woman, like you want to know everything that is happening, and how can we resolve the problem? How can we help you resolve the problem? Because we see so much frustration and so much stuff that is happening when the business first starts, that we want to be part of it. We want to find like a way to mother you and to help you through it. But I know that's not what you're looking for.
And that's what handicaps men. Because see right there, that motherly energy. Yeah. Then you take that motherly energy into the company. And then subconsciously, all of a sudden I'm blaming you because you should have taken care of this shit. Yeah. Or you should have known better. So then from my experience, the best decision that we made at the beginning is like, once we had enough revenue to actually have somebody that was not attached to me. And even that, I hire family. Even that, it was kind of like I replaced you for family. But it was like, I needed to have somebody that was not going home with me, and the problems, challenges, whatever I was going through in the office, didn't stay there. But even though they did follow me, because at the beginning stages, and I want everybody to understand this, like every business has stages. Mm-hmm. At the beginning stages, if you have to hustle, you have to work. I mean, we were working 24/7. I had an office in my house, and I had I had an office in a building, then in my house, and that's the hustle. Like, if your wife is supporting you in the hustle, great. If your husband's supporting you in the hustle, great. But you can't stay in that stage forever. You can't stay in that hustle forever. You can't. You have to go to the next level. The next level is to find the systems and the people in place that are going to support the growth and support your leadership.
Yeah, because now you're going to burn each other out. And I think like, you know, if we didn't have the transition between the two of us, we would have been just two business partners that were totally not in love with each other, because we would have driven each other up the wall back home. You know, maybe
we didn't have the growth. I mean, now we're looking to go back into business. Now I'm looking to run your coaching business, and I'm giving you all the power that we have here at the next level to run your coaching business. But it's a different energy.
Well,
we were talking about the other day. It's a complete different energy.
Yes. You even said that to me. You're like, I don't want to be your coach. I don't want to help you do your coaching business, but you are a great teacher, and I get a lot of information from you. And yes, I am so thankful for the Next Level team, but it's like little by little, like I have to create my own baby, you know, like I have to mother my own creation, because if not, like I'm going to feel like it's not part of me.
And that's where I think as men, like the first thing I want to do is I want to fix shit, right? I want to fix it. Like, what do you need? I want to fix it. What do you need? So it has taken a lot of my own discipline and not to fix everything, not to allow you to make mistakes, allow you to go at your own rhythm, and allow you also like to create a space for you to learn. And I told you the other day, it's like, I don't want to be your coach. Find a coach. Like find somebody, go to a seminar. Like I want to give you the tools that you need.
Yeah.
But as a couple, you need to create that own patterns for you.
And I think it makes so much more sense for us to be in that space of like, you know, not necessarily in the business aspects. I mean, granted, I know so many men and women that are in a relationship that are in great business partners and could do just what, you know, we wanted to do at the beginning. But they have a lot of structure, and I mean, that's amazing.
And we know a lot of people, and that's the thing. If you could make it work, there's stages, right?
Yes.
Because there's a lot of people there that do have that structure and
they're so great
and they
at that.
know how to separate, and that's the key. Know how to separate between the business and our home.
Yes.
Because, you know, we are, as men, we want to take, like, if you work for me right now, I'll tell you right now, we'll probably be we still talk constantly about the stuff that we do.
Yeah.
But it'll probably be a lot more in detail.
Yeah, I think now we could totally go back in business together. But now it's like, I want to use my energy for my own stuff. And also like talking back about the energies, you know, like the mothering energy and the lover energy and the queen energy. I didn't have that, right? So it's like the queen mentality knows what she wants, and she's a visionary, and she wants to like get things straight for everybody. The mothering energy just wants to like love and nurture and take care of you and have everything perfect, more like in a loving environment. And then the lover just wants, you know, pleasure, fun, flexibility, all these things that like you forget to bring that. So like if you have one without the other, then I think that's when the challenges come from. And then for us, I was like, you know, I was either in the queen mentality or the mother mentality, and I was forgetting my lover mentality.
And there's a woman who are totally in their lover mentality, and they go to work with their husbands, and they think they're gonna just have sex all the time at the office.
Oh, well, I don't know about that.
And they realize that no, there's work to be done here.
I don't know about that, but you bring the mother in.
That'd be a fun employee.
That would be fun. I don't think no guy would complain unless it's like they're go. But you know, like imagine like how that's going to work if like you bring a mother energy to the business, and it's like, always want to take care of you. Even when I come here, sometimes I want to bring you some lunch, or I want to like clean up around the office. But then I have to catch myself. I'm like, I'm not the mother here. I'm stepping in my queen mentality. It's like, I'm coming here to do my own
content, podcast,
whatever it is that I'm doing. Yes, I'm
not
here to mother you. So it's like I have to get out of that mentality, out of that energy, almost like step into that queen energy, and then say like, okay, what am I here for? Put on that crown, put on that, you know, whatever it is that I need, that cape on those sexy panties, whatever it is, you know. So then I think once you know like what energy you need to run on your business and in your home with your husband, it makes such a difference. It makes such a huge difference for us.
And it also makes a difference for the man and for the partner. If you see that energy, and that energy that it's like, I'm not here to take care of you, I'm not here to mother you, I'm not trying to fix everything. Like, it gives the man the opportunity for us to step up as leaders and allow us to make mistakes.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the best decisions that we made at the beginning, is that there's always a leader in the family, and I'm responsible to lead the family, and you were able to, you know, allow that space, allow me to, and trusted me. And I think that's the part, like, women need to trust the man. And it doesn't mean that the man is going to make all the right decisions. It doesn't mean that the guy's not going to fall down. I mean, I've fallen down many times. I fail, I struggle, but I knew that if it was going to work, I needed to step up as a leader. If I was going to make the business happen, I had to be the leader to make it happen.
And also another thing that just comes to mind, like when you're in that go mentality, as men are, like they're just, once they start, like they're so driven, especially you, like you don't stop.
Yeah, and you have your wife in the middle of it, and it's very that's a crucial point, because you either get run over and your feelings get hurt,
and that's another thing.
Or you stop the guy, and the guy feels like he can't do it.
And then as you take, if you take things personal, if you think it's like it was about you, that you did something wrong or you didn't do enough for the business or for the office, then you take that personal, and then where do you think that stays? Inside of you. And then
that's where you have resentment,
and resentment, that rejection,
and builds separation.
And then you're taking that home, and then you're taking that into your bedroom. So then how does that relate from like this unresolved issue from the office that for some reason you got in the way, on his way, because he was going 100 miles an hour, didn't get resolved at the office, you brought it with you, and then sexually it's coming up.
So just to wrap it up, so you can understand the framework is, if you have a partner, if your wife or your husband is a partner, just create that framework and that separation between the business and the lover, and make sure that I tell my wife all the time, you are and I am your lover. That is the first level. That is like that's the priority.
Yes.
Second, you're my business partner. Second is we go do some stuff together, but that comes secondaries, because I think that women have to understand that their main purpose is to be the lover, especially with the husband and wife situation. The second is understand that just because you have a husband or a wife in your business doesn't mean that it's cheap labor. Doesn't mean that you get to pay him less or anything.
No, there has to be a value.
Create the value, and as soon as you can, create the space in there that you could actually hire people to take the spot, and ask your wife, your husband, do you want to do this? Because it's not a choice. Doing anything out of duty, I know, if I needed something, I know you're going to be there for me. If tomorrow I needed somebody to run this, you'll step into. So I know 100%.
that
100%.
Yes.
Doesn't mean I'm going to put you in that spot. Doesn't mean I'm going to take advantage of that.
Now, unless you want to pay me, then I'll come full time. I'm okay.
And doesn't mean they're going to get a raise either. But understand one thing, is all about having that communication and seeing the priorities in your relationship is always the queen mentality, the lover mentality, and the mother mentality. Mothering your husband or mothering your wife or trying to fix everything stops the growth, stops them from really owning their mistakes and really having the permission to pursue greatness.
That's right. Sounds amazing.
So with that said, make sure that you follow us in Instagram. You have your own Instagram. What's your Instagram handle?
Mine is just Vivian Villacis for right now. We're going to change it. We're going to update it.
Instagram is Raul The Edge. Follow us on Instagram. We put a lot of content on Instagram. I love Instagram.
I like
YouTube.
Instagram stories.
We have YouTube. We have Facebook. So shout out to the guys who are listening to us and connected. We got Olga. We got Temo, Eddie, Christian. We got Rosie, Leticia, AZ. What's going on, brother? Susana, thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Until next time, follow us everywhere except for the bedroom. We keep it private.
That's right.
The other day we did a story Instagram right after our sex lab.
That's right.
But we had some peanut butter and jelly.
Ooh, yummy.
Peanut butter and jelly
Don't
treats
remind
after
me.
that. All right, so follow us. Let's get out of the topic. We're getting out of the topic. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Follow us everywhere except for our bedroom. We keep it private. Until next time, learn it, live it, experience it.
Love life.